Welcome back, students. Mr. Brooks here again. I'd like to introduce you to this session and what we're going to talk about in this important session of the course. This session deals with road signs, traffic signals, and lane markers. This is an important section that you'll be tested on a number of times. You can expect some sign question tests on every quiz from this point forward. Obviously, if you can't tell what you should do from the signs, signals, and lane markings and know very well what they mean and what you're supposed to do, then you're not a safe driver. These signals and signs should become second nature to you, and you should be fluent in all aspects. Remember, you'll have to pass a road sign test as part of the proctored final process as well. Basically, signs, signals, and lane markings are called traffic control devices. The purpose of traffic control devices is to help ensure safety by providing for the orderly and predictable movement of all traffic, motorized or non-motorized, and that includes pedestrians, obviously. These devices tell drivers and pedestrians where they are, where they're going, and how to get there. They provide information about the laws, dangers, and on the roadway and in the driving task. For example, in a work zone, the most common traffic control devices are used to guide drivers safely through work zones. And these include barricades and vertical signs, concrete barriers, barrels, and cones. But without them, it would be hard to navigate through a construction zone. Traffic control devices are essentially devices that communicate instructions. Instructions like stop, caution, turn right, and so on. Traffic control devices basically include these three things: traffic signs, traffic signals, sometimes called semaphores, remember that, and pavement markings. With these three, you get the information that you need to drive safely. Now remember that these traffic control devices use several different communication modes. In other words, these devices communicate their message in several ways. They communicate by color, by shape, by words, by symbols, and by their placement to provide information. Through their messages, they direct drivers' actions and provide a framework of uniform guidance and the proper way to drive in that situation. In other words, everybody's is going to be doing the same thing based on that sign or signal. So in this unit, we want to help you learn a number of things. We want to help you learn how to recognize and identify the color, shape, and meaning of the traffic signs. We want to help you recognize how to identify the meaning of traffic control signal lights or semaphores. We want to help you learn how to recognize and identify the meaning of pavement markings in different situations. We want to help you learn how to describe Utah state-specific laws pertaining to what you should do with particular signs, signals, and markings, and with the directions of a police officer. Now, it's important to remember that a police officer signaling takes precedence over any sign or signal. And they can tell you to go when the light says stop and so forth, but you always follow the officer. Then we want you to learn keywords associated with signs or signal markings on the roadway. Make sure that you download Chapter 4 of the handbook, Key Information. You'll see questions on signs, signals, and markings on every quiz from this point forward, as I mentioned. Make sure that you know this material. And as I mentioned, you'll also take a proctored final road sign test at the end of the class. So in this session, we're going to ask you to do a couple of things. First of all, you're going to watch the Signs and Signals PowerPoint presentation. Then you're going to download and answer the 4-page worksheet that goes along with that presentation. And you'll read Chapter 4 in the handbook and know and understand all of that information. You'll complete an activity to identify road signs while driving. You'll watch the Signs and Signals review video. And then finally, you'll take the Signs and Signals quiz. Good luck to you. I hope you enjoy this session. It's critical information. Stay busy, work consistently, and you will be successful. Feel free to email your instructor if you have questions or concerns, and make sure that you know this information. We'll talk to you later, students, and thanks for your effort.